Welcome back. It's Garden by the Bone. Thank you to the Garden crew for stopping by. Thank you for tuning in to another video. And to those of you that are stopping by for the first time, if you want to be a part of the Garden crew, all you gotta do is hit the like, the comment, and subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the share and the bell so you'll be notified every time I put a new video up. Well, today, Garden Group, it's come down to it. It's time to clean up. Time to make room for the fall garden. I'm gonna do a little walk around right here down Tomato Boulevard. Get a last look at what was once was. Still got some corn right here. I don't know how good it's gonna do. It's got a couple of ears on it, but they don't look too promising. But anyway, you see the tomatoes are all dried up. So it's time to clean them out. And you see, I see the onions, they're all cleaned out. Those are some lima beans still down there in the containers. But, kind of bittersweet. That season is just about over. But, you know what that means? That means it's a new season. And just like in the last season, we got action in the new season. You will be checking out Pepper Island. Pepper Island still got some peppers on it. The Big Berthas, they still got some peppers on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and harvest those before I do a little cleaning. I'm not gonna clean the whole garden, I'm just gonna clean part of it, just to make room for some collards, because I'm a direct sow some collards. Those of you that seen seen my past video, or the one before that, you see I had already planted some collard seeds in the seedlings. Well, they don't look like they're doing too promising. So I'm gonna try to direct sow and see what these do. So yeah, Garden Crew had a pretty good season. If you look back at the videos, those of you, like I said, hadn't seen any of my previous videos, go back and look at it and you can see the spring summer garden, how good it looked and how productive it was. But it's time to move on. Time to move on to the fall season. And like I say, thank you so much for tuning in to this new video. I thank you so much for all of you that viewed my previous videos. Thank you to those of you that subscribe. Continue to drop me comments. Continue to let me know, maybe some things you want to see in some videos, y'all. Drop me a comment. This is part of the planting the garden that most people might not like, but it comes with the territory. You got to do work in the garden in order for your garden to look and to look like you want it to look and for it to be productive. So we're getting ready for the fall garden, so I got to clean up the residue of the spring summer garden. As you can see, this is what I harvested before the cleanup. Got some bell peppers, got some butter beans, and a few okra. So Garden Crew, I'm not going to really try not to. I always say I'm not going to talk that much, but I'm going to try not to talk that much in this video. My okras, they did pretty good. I got a couple bags of okras in the freezer. I think I got about 4 bags, Ziploc bags, maybe quart-sized bags of okras. So, not enough okras to last me a little while. And the bell peppers, I got plenty of those. Got so many bell peppers, I probably got about 20 bags of those frozen in the freezer. So like I said, what I'm going to do is I'ma just clean up this side of the garden with the pepper island is at, and where the ogres and the butter beans was at, and also the cowpeas. These cowpeas, the ones that planted in this direction, I'm gonna pull those up, but there's some toward the back of the raised bed. You'll see after I clean up everything. I want to leave those because they still looking pretty healthy. So I'm gonna see if can I get a little more harvest off them before I pull them up. And so yeah, this is just part of the raised bed that I'm cleaning out. You know, I decided, I said, well, I better get started planting something, cause time ain't waiting on no one. And I'm planning on it, hoping to have me some collard greens by Thanksgiving. And on the other side of the raised bed, I'm gonna eventually clean those out. I got watermelon still in there, and I got you got the bell peppers and the cayenne and the habanero peppers, all right, and the jalapenos. So I still got to clean that out. They still got peppers on them. So I plan on planting some broccoli over there, so that will eventually come in future videos. So y'all just stay tuned. Garden crew, I appreciate you. Like I always tell you, I thank you. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you so much for commenting. And like I said, y'all want to be a part of the garden crew, just subscribe. That's all you gotta do, and you'll be an official member on Garden by the Bone. This year, this is some work, you know. If you want to start a garden, don't let this year turn you away from gardening, because it's work. It's hard work. But if you want a productive garden, you want a a nice garden, you have to put in the time, the effort, and the work for it to look like that, and for it to be what you want it to be. That's what you gotta do. It just comes with the territory. Now you see, if I've already cleaned out Pepper Island. I think I got most of the okras out. And there was some bush beans in there that they didn't do nothing in the first place. So I'll clean them out now. I think these right here are the cowpeas that I'm pulling out now. I think that's what these are. Yeah, cowpeas, and then there was some more okras on that side. I pulled those out. Those are just the stakes that I had in there for me to climb up on. And it was a pretty hot day when I decided to do this cleanup. You see me in there, I got on long sleeves and long pants. But the reason why I did that was because I knew I was gonna be in there in all the weeds and grass, and there mosquitoes was in there and all type of bugs, and who knows what else. So I decided to cover up so I wouldn't get bit as much. This okra plant right here, he didn't seem like he didn't want to come up. But he got to come up. The one thing about when it's time to clean up your garden and when the season comes to an end, you ain't really got to know, because the garden gonna let you know it's gonna start looking bad and let you know it's time to clean up. So you see, I got the cowpeas out and I got the rest of the okras out. Now what's left over here is the butter beans. The butter beans, they did fairly well. I didn't get too many butter beans. You gotta plant a whole lot of butter beans that you can get. Once you shell them, they look like a whole lot in the shell, but once you shell them, you don't have that many butter beans. You gotta plant a whole lot. So maybe next year, next spring garden, I'll plant a whole lot more butter beans. So you see right here where the divider at, where I got it divided at, this my watermelons are still over there. And those watermelons right there, there's a couple more in there. They kind of small, so I'm going to leave them there and see what they going to do. And then you see over there, the peppers over there. That's pepper land over there. Have you seen the scripture I posted up there with Ecclesiastes tells you that it's a time to plant and it's a time to pluck up that which is planted. So that is very true. In the spring season was a time of planting, and when the fall comes, it's time to pluck up that which you planted. And it's time to plant those fall season plants, those that can live and be productive in the cooler season. That those warmer crops, they would not survive in the cooler season. So that's why they tend to die off. So now you see me, I got my hole. I'm about to take and get this grass up. When I first planted my garden, I used to pull the grass up all the time. And it just started to grow more and more. So it was, the season was about, getting closer to the build toward the end. So I just let the grass grow because I knew eventually I was going to clean it up anyway. Garden crew, I don't know if y'all can hear that rain out there. Not raining on the video, but while I'm doing this voiceover of the video, it is raining. So if you hear anything, that's rain. So garden crew, like I say, I'm not gonna talk the whole video. I just want to come on here and talk to you for a little while and let you know what's going on in the garden and what giving you a heads up of things to come in the garden. Stay tuned, keep on watching the videos, and remember, this is Garden by the Bone, and we got action. Garden crew, I'm back at you once again. Just want to come back on and talk to you about these tomatoes on Tomato Boulevard. As you can see, they all dried up. So I'm about to clean this up. And in these containers, I don't think I'm going to grow anything in these containers, but the other containers on when you make that right on Tomato Boulevard, I think I'm going to plant cabbages in those containers. So in my mind, I'm going to plant collards where you see me cleaned up in the raised bed. And I'm going to plant some broccoli on the other side over there that I hadn't cleaned up yet where pepper land is at. And in the new raised bed, I'm going to plant mustards. So those are the crops that I plan on planting for the fall season. I'm going to plant Georgia Southern collards, some cabbage, which is Copenhagen cabbage, and I'm going to plant some broccoli. I got two different kinds of broccoli. I got the, call them Walton. I got Walton broccoli. And I got some, I think you pronounce it Desico broccoli. So I'm going to plant those two types of broccoli. And I'm going to plant the mustards over there in the new raised bed. The mustards are called the Florida broadleaf. So those are the type of mustards that I'm going to be planting over in the new raised bed. And one other thing I might grow for the fall garden is some sugar snap peas. So I might plant those. I try to grow them in the spring garden. Some of you may remember in the spring garden where I planted them right there in the pink container where the corn is at. And it was so hot that they didn't make it. They dried up, they burnt up because it was too hot. They like cooler season, so I'm going to try it again for the fall season. I'm gonna tell y'all something about these tomatoes. What I think. This is my opinion. I don't know if this is fact or is this fish, but this is what I think. Now you know those green hornworms that seem to get on your tomatoes all the time. Well, I had a lot of them to get on my tomatoes toward after they pretty much was about done, and they pretty much ate up. Was eating the leaves. And normally you get hornworms when you have production on your tomatoes. You don't want them up there because they can ruin your production. But these came up there toward the end of production of my tomatoes, so I let them stay there. And guess what, garden crew? These hornworms helped me out. They ate all the leaves off the tomatoes. So as you see how they look. They dried up, and one reason was because they didn't have no leaves on them because the hornworms helped me out, so they really helped. I don't know if that's God's plan for them to come and help you out when the end of the season. Maybe it's a sign of the end of the season. Maybe. That's just my opinion. Y'all go do some research on that garden crew and get back with me. Drop a comment and let me know what you think about it. But yeah, as you can see, those tomatoes are clean and the leaves didn't just fall off. Those hornworms ate those jokers clean. Yeah, you see me garden crew throwing these old dried up tomato plants back there behind my gate. Well, ain't nothing back there but woods anyway. So they ain't gonna do nothing but eventually break down into the soil back there anyway. You don't want to put these tomatoes in your compost because tomatoes are subject to disease, and so you don't want no disease in your compost pile. You see these tomatoes that I'm cleaning up right here, those containers back there, those are the containers that I think I'm going to grow my cabbage in. I'm going to grow one individual cabbage in each container. And I think I have of the 10 of the white 5-gallon buckets back there that you see. So that'll be 10 cabbages I'm not gonna grow that many cabbages because I end up not using it, and you can't really store cabbage too good, not in, unless you blanch them. And so I don't think they be that fresh if you blanch them and then go to cook them. You really want to cook cabbage fresh out the garden. So that's why I'm not gonna grow too many. So as you see me, I had a lot of the tomato cages around the tomatoes. As you see me right there, I just put these up. You don't too much use tomato cages for your fall planting unless you're planting something real bushy or not. And I'm not really planting nothing like that. So I'm gonna put these up, store these up to next season. And the soil that's in the some of the containers that I don't use for the fall, I'm gonna just eventually probably spread them out over the raised bed, both raised beds. As you can see right here, Garden Crew, I got my student out here. This is my son. He out here helping me out. What we're doing is we're adding some soil to the raised bed. After we clean it up, we're adding and replenishing the soil with more soil, because once you've had a crop to grow there, it pulls most of the nutrients out of the soil, and it also through watering and rain throughout the season causes some of the soil maybe to wash away, so you need to replenish it. So that's what you see us doing right here. I also added some fertilizer to it too. I don't think I recorded that part, but I put some TNT in there, fertilizer, to kind of build back up the soil. Eventually I'm gonna be putting some blood meal in there as well, because blood meal has nitrogen in it, and that's what you want for your, that's good for green leafy vegetables. And that's why I'm gonna be planting collards here, so that'll be good for the collards. Right here, what you see me over here, I'm taking this stick and I'm just poking some holes in here, and we're dropping some direct sowing some collards seeds into the soil. That's what you see us doing right here. We put maybe about 2 or 3 seeds in each hole. That's what you see me doing with this stick right here. This is what you can use when you get older and you can't hardly bend over. This is what you use to make your holes for your seeds, so you won't have to bend over, Garden Crew. Just a little tip for you right there. So there you have it, Garden Crew. We got the raised bed ready for the fall planting. We planted a few seeds, and everything's looking good so far. Thank you once again for stopping by and watching the video. And like I said, if you hadn't subscribed, go ahead and hit the like, the comment, subscribe button. And you'll be notified when you hit that bell every time Garden by the Crew put up a video. Remember, this is Garden by the Barn. See you on the next video.